what's up? My name is Daniela and welcome to a new video. So the Magical Readathon, the Owls edition, is coming up in April, which is very exciting, and today I'm going to talk about my TBR. If you don't know what the Magical Readathon is, I will link the announcement video made by GE from Book Roast, and basically it's a readathon based on Harry Potter and the exam system. So in April we are doing Owls, and in order to pass an exam we have to read a book based on a specific prompt. We can also choose a magical career, and then we have to pass certain subjects in order to be able to do that career. So there are 12 owls in total, and I decided to go for all of them, which is something I did last year. So it means that I'm aiming to read 12 books at least in April. And it also means that I don't have to decide on my career just yet, because yeah, I haven't decided and I can't wait until August to formalize that decision. Last year I was trying to be an author and it didn't work out because I failed the news, because August was the worst month. But yeah, it is certainly an option for this year, although I don't feel especially passionate about it at the moment. Some other choices I really like are culinary sorcerer, which means basically a chef, and I certainly do know magic in the kitchen, but I really enjoy cooking and baking, so maybe. And then I also really like graphic designer and trader of magical tomes, which is basically a bookseller. Also, this year there are some courses like add-ons which you can do. So I'm really interested in animagus training and also magical shop management, which would go nicely with the trader of magical tomes career, and maybe also like learning how to drive a train. But since I'm going for all 12 owls, I don't have to worry about these now, and I will worry about them in August. But yeah, without further ado, let's jump into the TBR. So the first subject is Ancient Runes, and the prompt is Heart Rune, and it means a heart on the cover or in the title. Also, I forgot to say that I am a huge mood reader and this is very tentative, so I have multiple books prepared for each prompt, and yeah, I will see what I'm in the mood for. But for this prompt I would really like to read 18 Inches, The Distance Between Heart and Mind by Myrta Michelle Castro Marmol. So this is a book I randomly requested on NetGalley, as I do, and it is a poetry collection about the distance between the heart and the mind. Apparently it's really touching. It deals with mental health as well, I think. One of my goals for this year is to read more poetry and also read my NetGalley books, and don't request 100 more, but oh well. So yeah, I'm interested in this one and we'll see. Next up we have arithmancy, and the prompt is magical qualities of number 2, which means balance or opposites, and it is to read a book outside of your favorite genre. And for this prompt I've chosen Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo, which is the first in the Shadow and Bone series. So this is definitely out of my comfort zone because it's a young adult fantasy based on Russian folklore, so not something I read a lot of, but I really want to read this series because I want to read the Six of Crows series, and I know that I technically don't have to read this series, but I want to. So yeah, I thought that I would tackle this, or at least try to tackle this during April. I don't know much more apart from what I've already said about this book. Also, there are supposed to be some questionable love interest, which sounds like pretty much something I could enjoy, so we'll see. Then we have astronomy and night classes, which means read the majority of a book while it's dark outside. And I'm not sure yet which book I'm going to pick for this prompt because, hello, a mood reader. But yeah, I think that I will choose something short so that I can be sure that I can read majority of it while it's dark outside. Next subject is Care of Magical Creatures, and the prompt is Hippogriffs. Read a book with a creature with a beak on the cover. So this was pretty hard. Basically I have only one book that fits that prompt, and that is Rain and Rising by Leigh Bardugo, which is book 3 of the Shadow and Bone series. So spoiler alert, book 2 will make an appearance as well, but yeah, it's basically one of the main reasons why I'm choosing to read the series in April, because, well, there's a beak. Then we have Charms, and the prompt is Lumos Maxima, and we are supposed to read a book with a white cover. So I have quite a lot of these in my TBR, but I've chosen Getting Things Done by David Allen. So this is like the book about productivity, and it's honestly weird that I haven't read it because I love learning about productivity and like personal systems, life admin stuff and stuff like that. So yeah, I've been really interested in this one. I've been wanting to read it physically, but my library doesn't have it and I don't want to buy it necessarily, so I'm going to listen to it on audio. Next we have Defense Against the Dark Arts, and the prompt is Grindylows, to read a book set at the sea or coast. This is also pretty hard, and I actually got some pretty great recommendations on Twitter, so I added those to my TBR, but then I realized that I also have to fit Siege and Storm somewhere, and I was told that this could fit. So yeah, book 2 of the Shadow and Bone series for this prompt. Then we have Divination, and it is Third Eye, and we are supposed to assign numbers to our TBR and randomly pick one using a random generator. I haven't done this, so let's do it now. Well, I'm not prepared for this, but this is my spreadsheet with books that I got recently, and most of these are ebooks. So I'm just gonna select like these. So I'm going to choose a number from 19 to 26. Okay, and we're going to generate one, so let's go. 21. Okay, so I'm going to be reading Queen of Clubs. Okay, so the random number generator picked Queen of Clubs by Samantha German. So this is a very random book I saw on Amazon, and I spend a lot of time looking for cheap ebooks these days, so this was for free, so I got it. It's also the first book in a series, and the synopsis says, I started my day with a boyfriend and a job. I ended my day with a bottle of tequila. So it's supposed to be a fun contemporary about a young woman who lost her job and a boyfriend, and she starts working at an Italian restaurant, and it's also a romance, so yeah. Next we have Herbology, and the prompt is Mimbulus Mimbletonia, and to read a book starting with an M. So for this I'm going to read Milk and Honey by Rupi Kaur, because again, more poetry. This is such a hyped poetry book and I still haven't read it, and it's on Scribd for free, well, included in my subscription. So yeah, I will finally read it in April. Then we have History of Magic, and the prompt is Witch Hunts, read a book featuring witches or wizards. So obviously this is a Harry Potter inspired readathon, and I still haven't finished my reread, so this is perfect, and I'm going to be reading Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. I think I'm actually going to be reading this edition because this one is prettier, but this one is floppy and it has bigger font, so. We also have Muggle Studies, and it is to read a book from a perspective of a Muggle, which means a contemporary. I haven't decided on the book for this prompt, and I think I'm going to leave it open because, yeah, mood reading. But I have quite a few contemporary ebooks on NetGalley and also from Amazon for free. And also I got some books very recently, like a few days ago. So I have Well Met by Jen DeLuca. So this is an adult contemporary romance about a Renaissance fair, and I've heard great things about it. Well, mixed things actually, but I think I might like it. And I also have 2 Liane Moriarty books. So I love Liane Moriarty. I read, I think, 4 books by her, and I definitely want to read everything she's ever written. So right now I have The Last Anniversary and What Alice Forgot. I think this one is about amnesia, and yeah, I don't know much about the plot of these. I think it's great to go into them not knowing much, although there are sometimes some trigger warnings, so be sure to check those. But yeah, I really need some flexibility in this structured TBR because I don't do that well with structured TBR, so I hope this will be quite enough flexibility. Next we have potions, and the prompt is shrinkage solution to read a book under 150 pages. So this is an awesome prompt for readathon, and I actually have quite a lot of these, well, quite a few of these on Kelly again, and I've chosen this book by Roxane Gay. I hope it's pronounced 80. I'm very confused about the synopsis. Apparently it's like a mixture of literary fiction and poetry, and some kind of genre bender. I don't know, I'll find out. I haven't read anything else by Roxane Gay, and I've had this book on my NetGalley backlist for the longest time, so I'm really excited to finally read it. And last subject is transfiguration, and the prompt is Animagus lecture to read a book with shape shifting in it. And what better book to choose and wrap up this TBR than, you guessed it, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, which will complete my reread, and I will be finally able to like do an official ranking of the books, because I'm withholding any statements for now. And also I'm not consuming a lot of content concerning Harry Potter right now, because it's not like I'm going to be spoiled, but I just want to experience the whole story again and in English for the first time and be up to date with everything. So like a lot of the content is about stuff from books 6 and 7, so I can't wait to be up to date and to have everything freshly in my mind and to dive into some great content. Like Murphy Napier just uploaded a video about Snape, and I can't wait to watch it, but I'm going to wait until I finish the last 2 volumes. Also, how stunning is this book? I love it. So yeah, this is my whole TBR. I'm so excited and happy that another edition of this readathon is coming up, and this year it's based on year 3, so Prisoner of Azkaban, which unofficially is my favorite volume, or at least one of my favorites for sure. So I'm so looking forward to reading these books and finishing my reread of Harry Potter and the Twitter quizzes and everything. And I just think that such an amazing event that really brings the community together is something that we all need right now. And yeah, so April can't come soon enough. Tell me if you read any of these books, if you're participating in the Magical Readathon, and which books you're going to read and which career you've chosen. Tell me everything. So yeah, that is all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're doing okay, and like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more from me. So yeah, take care, and I will see you next time. Bye!